What's up?
Hello, Dave.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling, man?
So far so good. I mean, the sun is out at least
It
for the
sure
next
is.
5 minutes or so.
Yeah, we don't have any snow up to our
Hopefully-
ankles. So, real quick, first of all, I want to say thanks for stopping in your Zoom on my Zoom to have a little conversation.
Well,
Super
thank
cool.
you, my man.
Yeah. I got a couple questions for you. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this new project. But real quick, how are you holding up during quarantine? Like, how are things?
You know what, man? It's not that big of a deal for me because I understand the cabin fever situation, but I was in the last leg of a tour, and the tour ended 5 gigs before it was supposed to in San Diego. So I
Mm.
came back to Minneapolis and I was kind of ready for winter's over, man. All the girls are going to start wearing short skirts, this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing going on. It's snowing in April, isn't it? Didn't Prince make a song about that?
Yeah. Sometimes it snows in April.
Unbelievable.
That's real. Mm. So, have you been listening to anything particular during this time of sticking at home? Have you been like vibing out to anything that's interesting?
Honestly, I play a lot of Jay Dilla.
Okay.
That's just
Hey,
what
that's
I do.
up.
And I'm very, very sad about the Fifth Element closing because I could
Mm,
really get cool
yeah.
records in there. I was out in
They
LA.
had a good record.
I got the new DJ Shadow record, and I got the MF Doom. My kid's really into MF Doom, so we really bond on him.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to that a lot, and the rest of it is like, come on, man. I mean, I play music every day. I'm just stuck in this house with my roommate, who's Kurt from Run Westy Run. He's
Hmm.
another local musician. We play all day, all night. You know,
Yeah.
making music.
That's what's up.
Can't go outside and make music. That everybody asks me about that. How come Minneapolis has all this music? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe because there's nothing else to do. It's not that different.
No, but there isn't a whole lot to do other than create right now. And speaking of creation, you've done a couple of live stream shows. Is that correct?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of that since this thing happened.
Do you think that's like a cool thing for artists to do? Do you
I
think
don't
that's
like
like
it at
the
all.
new wave?
It makes me way more nervous than just playing. Well, I don't know. It's kind of funny because when I'm playing at a gig, at a show where there's people,
Hmm.
sometimes they're like holding their cell phone up, filming the band playing, and I can't
Yeah.
see their face, and I hate it.
Hmm.
I'm like, why are you doing that?
There's a disconnect.
Exactly. They're missing the show. So now it's just a phone camera with no one behind it. Now I'm performing to just that thing.
Mm.
I'm just like, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're pretty much, I got a book coming out and I got a
Yeah,
record coming out, and I can't go out there and promote it. And it's pretty frustrating. So I have to do things online, which I don't know, man. If it's the new normal, I don't think so.
yeah.
You got to
You
get
think you
together. You
go.
gotta
Hmm.
you got to get together, make music, jump around.
That's real. So, what made you decide to put a book together? I saw that not only are we having the new album on Friday, but you're also putting out a book. What made you think to do that?
Well, my manager said, "Do you want to make a book?" And I said, "Yeah."
That's it.
And, and I'm like, oh, but I didn't want to do a memoir. I don't like reading books about other people's experience on the road
Hmm.
because they try to glorify it or romanticize it. And then you kind of got to like make up some fairy tale about something. I'm so tired of reading that book. So this book is a collection of all my lyrics. That's basically what it is. I make a little commentary about each song, and it goes back to the first record and up to the record that we're just about to put out.
Mm.
And yeah, it was actually kind of fun to make a book. And you know, I gotta say, Mr. D, I'm just hoping that if I could tell a woman I'm an author, that it's going to give me some extra.
Yeah, I mean, hey, an author. You are a published. Oh, you're making a book.
Right?
That's
I mean,
pretty.
come on.
Get some tweed.
Come
Maybe
on.
get a
Hey,
tweed jacket.
I'm a published author. What else do you want out of me?
Hey, what's next? A full play, a stage play. What about that next?
Oh yeah, you're right, man. It should be on my punch list.
So we have a new album coming out. You said it's called "Hurry Up and Wait."
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be out on April 17th,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
And it's got 13 new songs on it. Am I saying, I'm making sure I get all the facts correct?
Yeah.
13 new songs. Wow. What are you most excited about this project? Like this new project?
Well, the funny thing is that did you know that in buildings they skip the 13th floor because people think 13 is
an unlucky number. Mm-hmm.
We did the same thing on the record. But anyways, I'm sorry. The question is, what is the question?
What are you most excited about on this new project? If you could, like, is there a particular song you're really looking for people to hear, or like this new direction for you, or what's something that you could say is like you're really excited about this project?
Well, the good news is that most of the record can be performed on acoustic guitar. Like I could play the whole record almost by myself. And when me and Ryan play it acoustically, the songs lend themselves to being played without a lot of elaboration. I don't know if that's the right word, but anyways, so that's helpful during these times of let's perform on the internet. I mean, we can play most of the songs from the record. And trust me, man, with a bass player and a drummer, it sounds so much better. I'm like, wow, but I'm sure that there would be a lot of situations where you make a song with a bunch of electronics and you're like, well, I need all the trappings. But so far we can pretty much pull off most of this material with or without a string section or a drummer or some really awesome background singers. Like we don't have the budget for that, man.
Do you think that's gonna be the new norm, like people writing so that they can do it without a whole lot of production just in case they can't leave their homes anymore, or what do you think? Did it just happen to fall that way, or did you plan it?
Well, the interesting thing for me is that, have you ever seen the Tiny Desk thing, NPR?
Yes, the Tiny Desk concerts. Mm-hmm.
Seen the Anderson .Paak thing? I mean, it's astonishing. I can watch it over and over again. He just blew up, and I think that had to have something to do with it. My point is that all these musicians are playing live music, and it's so much better than MTV, where people are lip syncing to their own records. So if that's the new model, I mean, I'm in. I can do it without. I'm not Millie or Vanilli. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, blame it on the rain for real, not Milli or Vanilli. Okay, I like that. So we got a new album. It's coming out. Hurry up and wait. On April 17th. And then you got a book coming out, and so you were on tour, and then it just kind of cut off real quick for you. Like a lot of musicians are in that space right now, what would you say to musicians out in the Twin Cities out here? Like, what would you say to them in this moment? Like, any encouraging words or something like that?
Do you know what coitus interruptus means?
I feel like I do. I don't want to say it
It's
wrong.
a weird expression, but me and my guitar player both had the same feeling when Janine, my tour manager, knocked on my hotel room door in San Diego and said the tour is over. This whole sort of dead silence fell upon me, where I was like, "Oh, that's it." So we both, well, I think we all felt like we weren't going to be able to complete the mission. We only had like 5 gigs left, but I'm like, well, you set out to do a certain amount of gigs.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the back of the T-shirt. You got to do every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an act of God, and they couldn't have. Well, basically, they should just pay us for not showing up, but they rescheduled those gigs. That's how they got around that one.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, ain't nothing like this. Hopefully, ain't nothing like this ever going to happen again, because nothing like that's ever happened.
Yeah,
Just
it's
knock on the door. Tour's over. Well, what? I hadn't realized. I didn't really know where this was all going, but then my guitar techs and my sound men and stuff, they all have to file for unemployment. They work for other bands too, but that's their. I mean, if you can't do gigs, there's a lot of people that depend on that.
yeah.
I mean, I depend on that, but.
So, what would you say? And this is it's the last question I got for you here. What would you say is the thing you're most excited about when things go back to our regular scheduled program? Like, what are the things you're most excited about? Is there any venues you're looking forward to play? Any shows you're looking forward to doing, or just things in general?
You mean after this too shall pass? After this,
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna give my mom a big old hug, man. I want
That's
to hug people. I want to be close to people, and I want to be able to, shake hands and kiss people and do stuff like that. That I just, I'm a hugger. So it sucks doing the air hug or whatever. Like, hey,
Mhm.
how you doing? Stay 6 feet away. That's driving me nuts.
I feel that.
Especially like my mother's grandchildren can't get close to her.
Mm.
And, Mama needs some loving.
Papa needs some love. That's real. That's very real. We're all looking forward to some hugs and some high fives and
Yeah.
some closeness. I forgot how much I missed handshakes until I stopped being able to get them.
I mean, what's your feeling on the fist bump?
I like fist bump. I'll take a fist
Do
bump
it
every now and
anyways, man. I mean, I was doing it before, and
then.
when I went to Japan, before I got there, I was bowing to people.
Mm.
Just I don't know why, but then when I did it in Japan, they were like laughing at me, like, "What's up with that cool kind of thing?" But fist bump is good. I like to do the elbow. But yeah, man, I think that honestly, I think the fist pump is about. It's like I'm gonna try to say this right. It's like why certain people don't eat bottom feeding fish or pork or whatever. It's a sanitation thing,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'm right or I'm wrong, but how beautiful was it when Michelle and Barack fist bumped each other?
Yeah,
That's great, man.
it's wonderful.
Uh,
Yeah, well, when we get back to our regular scheduled program, we'll be doing more fist bumps, more hugs, all the things.
that's right.
Again, just so everybody knows, everybody who's watching this, it is brand new Soul Asylum dropping on April 17th. That's Friday. That is called Hurry Up and Wait. It's going to be amazing. I don't want you to miss out. Thank you so much, Dave, for sitting down with me in your home and in my little kitchen area. Thanks for being here with me.
Thank you, Mr. D.
You're very
Seeing
welcome.
you out there, out in public, when we can all go out in public again.
Exactly. We'll be out on the streets for no time. Fist
One
bump.
more time. All right.